You want to do the intro?
Hey, Khan, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, your all honor and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Basum,
Yahushai,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Basum,
Makakwadash.
Hakadash.
Double honors to the elders, Father Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, the nation of Israel. The tabernacle of David, Spectre Break One, say Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, there's a lot of things happening, Jake. A lot of things happening, man. You got these wildfires. You got these they still going at war with Iran. But they still telling you Babylonians that everything's all good. Everything's not all good. That's why the scriptures tell you to never trust our enemy, man. Let me get that scripture to start off with Sarek,
Yeah,
because gas is going back up. And this time, we hope that it goes gets up more and more. It gets worse and worse. We're not hoping for this kingdom to be prolonged, man. But this is Sirach 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And people are noticing that. This devil has lied numerous times about what's going on over there. They getting bases shot at. They getting a lot of people lost, man. They soldiers is dying. Really, Iran's winning that thing, man. And
yeah,
that's all the will of the Lord, man. Because it's ultimately, these different nations, not even just Iran. Hey, they're gonna shoot missiles at Babylon, man. That's in
yeah.
Jeremiah, what, 50? You
Uh-huh.
know? So this place is gonna get hit with missiles very soon, man. So that's how we also know that MOTB is on its way, and we have a firm right to believe that that's why them AI data centers is being built at a rapid pace. They're gonna use that to control those C hips, man, and to connect to them.
Yeah. And they're also polluting the planet,
Yep.
showing you straight up why this man Esau Edom must be taken out of power. I got this one right here in Matthew 13, verse 16, backing you up. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear, right? Because everybody has not been given that faith, the faith to see these things, to understand these things, to understand what time we are in, right? Because you got Jake in the world, or the people in the world in general, they'll say, y'all been saying these things forever. The difference is we're in the last days of the last days. So yeah, we understand what time we're in, man. Verse 17, here's the point. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. You see, the men of the Lord are backing their lots, right? Yeah, all right, that's how we of those men are backing our lots, right? Prophesying, preaching. And, in our past lives, we wish to hear these things. We wish to see these things. And now these things are coming to pass, man. Wars and rumors of wars, right? Gas prices going up, the AI, the C-HIP, you got the believers in the way. They just did a lesson the other day on what is the C-HIP, just bringing up mass confusion. Lord ain't dealing with those little niggas, man. Well, go ahead, Doc.
And kind, like you said, they just bring a mass confusion. And we get First Corinthians, right? Hey, the Lord said He's not the author of confusion, man. So if you call yourself a teacher of this truth, right? You breaking down the scriptures, you gotta come correct, man, or hey, don't come at all. But this is First Corinthians 14 and 33. It says, for Yahweh Shai is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. You see, and if you calling yourself, like I said, a preacher or a prophet, right? You gotta have the whole truth, man, 100% truth, right? You can't be preaching the half
Mm-hmm.
truth, or you got 90% truth, and you call yourself a man of the Lord, man. Either the Lord's dealing with you or He's not, right? And they
Yeah.
definitely probably pushing that because hey, they probably sold out. I'm speaking as a man. I can't prove that, but it's not a coincidence that all these other camps, they seem like they teaching the same thing concerning the MOTB. It's not what GMS is saying it is, and it's not even about
Yeah.
who's right or wrong. It's about what it means, what it is. But GMS got it right, man. You know, these other camps, they
Yeah.
hate when we say stuff like that. Well, it's about faith, man. Y'all obviously don't have the faith, right? And this devil's telling you that, you know, he's telling you to your face that he's gonna see here people, right? He's telling you that he's gonna keep building these data centers and, you know, forward his NWO. How would a prophecy like that not be in the Bible in these days that we're living in? That's a part of his technocracy. You know, Esau putting himself up
Yeah.
as the Lord. You know, he thinks he's the Lord, but he's not. You know, we brothers had dreams
Yeah.
about people taking the sea hip, you know what I'm saying, visions, you know, all these different things. And even if we go into the word, it literally means to, you know, incision, right? To incision something, you have to
Yeah.
make a cutting into it. You have to carve something into it. So you have to, you know, make a,
Paragma.
yes,
Right.
that's what it means. You know, so it's not anything spiritual or it's not symbolic or nothing like that. It's a physical thing that's going to be inside people, man, that's going to allow them to buy and sell in this society. And that's ultimately, you know, a part of this man's, you know, modern day Tower of Babel, man. You know, him put himself as the Lord, as I just said. So these things are going to come to pass, Jake. And when these things come to pass, you know, then a lot of these different Jakes that follow you, other camps, man, they're going to be mad. They're going to want answers because y'all didn't lie to them, you know, and that's not good.
Yeah. 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 I watched a little bit of their video. Like I said, I did a lesson on it the other day. It was pushing confusion, man. You don't need a 2-hour breakdown on what the MOT is. You need 5-6 minutes at best, you know, really 2 minutes, right? But if you want to really deep dive into it, you know, show some examples of other countries that already have it, you know, you can add a little more minutes in it. But it really don't take long. It don't take no 2-hour breakdown. That's how, and these people on the floor, like, right, that a prophet had been among them, right? These people are going to be mad at these leaders. Now he was pushing confusion. He was like, man, I'm not telling you, you know, to go take the thing, but it's like he goes to the breakdown and it's like, bruh, you cut yourself. It's like a damn Christian that comes up to the camp. It's like, bruh, what you read here, you're cutting yourself, man. But anyways, let's move forward, man. I got this right here. 1 Corinthians 14 in the same chapter and verse 37. If any man think himself to be prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge the things that are right unto you are commandments of the Lord. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. If you consider yourself a prophet, you have order, you have elders over you, you have men over you, right? He's a, you know, he's been in the truth for a while. I've seen his, you know, his page. You know, he's been in the truth for a while, but he hasn't seen through spirit, you know, letting know him. It's like, man, he want that praise of men. You know, he want that praise of men. Like you said earlier, he probably took the bag. You know, he wants people to come and look at him. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't care what these other Israelite camps, man. Hey, I don't care what they say. You know? Hey, that means you don't care about what is written in the scriptures. You're going to acknowledge the order, right? God has order for a reason. You still a young buck in this truth. Find somebody. Hey, let the Lord show you you're somebody. Right now, it's time to be home. Right now, it's time to do the work of the Lord, right? And let the Lord show out through you, right? Don't be all proud and boastful, and you know, you have your consolation. Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
It was kind of cutting out the whole time you was talking. I mean, I was hearing you, but it was kind of like cutting out, like staticky.
Hmm. Damn. Well, hopefully it picked up in the video. Hopefully.
Yeah, like I can hear you clear, but
Hopefully.
I can hear you clear now. But yeah, it seemed like it may
Oh,
be
okay.
delayed a little bit, maybe like a second or two.
Hmm. I don't know. Damn devil. I probably did you Did you hear me read the scripture?
Uh, yeah, I heard you read the scripture. I heard you like talking.
Okay.
It just seemed like it may have been a little delayed. I
Okay.
heard a little static.
Okay. And we just move forward then. But like I was saying, I'm just say this, and if you got anything, go ahead. Hey, if you consider yourself a prophet and the Lord, you're going to acknowledge the true order, right? Whether you like it or not, the men of the Lord, right, are going to have 100% doctrine, right? Men of great millstone, right, are going to have the true.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me out?
Hey, you still there? Damn, Satan, man.